Couple of things. Number one, in 2026, we really have just been doing a big push. You guys have heard me talking about putting in the reps. The repetitions are what builds your business. What I mean by that are doing the same exact thing over and over and over is the definition of insanity if you expect different results. But if you do it over and over and over and you hone your craft, it is the definition of business and structure. And I want you guys to be thinking of 2026 as the year of repetition, of the year of putting in the reps. And so we have had somebody in the group that is having some success with repetitions over and over and over, doing the same thing over and over and over. In fact, since he began in the group, he has been doing nothing but this one project, and he's getting great results. This is Jim. Jim, I would love for you to unmute and just discuss a little bit about putting in the reps and the returns that you're starting to see for putting in the reps.
Yeah, I put in the comments, man, oh man, look at all these new faces. This is great. So yeah, full room. Hey, everybody, I'm Jim, and I'm not an FFL, not a dealer, not an instructor. Andy and I got together middle of last year. We are a manufacturer of gun cleaning products, and we actually deal with a variety of folks here. What we're doing is I'm doing with everything that I've learned here and continue to learn. I'm doing a weekly dealer webinar going over our system that we have for a wholesale program. It's way more than just, hey, buy a kit at wholesale and resell it. What I've been doing is I have stuck to the exact same presentation. It gets modified almost week after week because a lot of us, we're not presenters. I'm definitely not used to being in front of gun owners. My background is not in guns at all, and so with Andy's help, and then actually with other people, I utilize Slack a lot, and having the exact same presentation has helped me to learn where, you can kind of get an idea when you're doing a webinar where people are engaged or where you're losing them. And, I have heavily leveraged what we're doing now within, a Lead Connector, the Warrior Marketing Group app. I just finished, Andy knows this, I've told him I've just finished a voicemail call flow that is the behemoth. It's the biggest call flow that I've ever built. And it's got a ton of logic in it, but I'm using the app to supplement what I'm saying and doing. And to give you an example of like that repetition stuff, it's difficult for me. I'm the only one making phone calls, so I'll get on average about 18 to 24 dealers a week that sign up for the webinar. And it's very difficult. You make a phone call, you leave a voicemail, or you talk to somebody, just managing all of that, So with the app, I've been able to develop this flow that regardless of what the call outcome is or was, that lead will not fall through the cracks. And I shared this with Andy, I did find something unique. I had one of the dealers who he didn't do this maliciously, but he set his SMS, you get an SMS as type stop. He got one and he typed in stop. And so all of my SMS reminders weren't going through. And he told me later that, I just don't deal with SMS. I just don't want that. I prefer email. I'm going to be at your webinar, but I prefer email. And, So like in this flow, I built the condition to determine if SMS is set to DND and then, send everything through email at that point. But I'll tell you, especially for those people that are new on the call, the things that other dealers and people share here in the group, we're all beginning, we're all learning how to do this or learning how to do it right. And the information in here is way more valuable than the cost of coaching, without a doubt. And we're having a fantastic time. I've told Andy, hey, if anybody would be interested in seeing this monster of a call flow that I created, if you do go through, if you're like me and you do get frustrated, trying to call 10, 20 people a week and they kind of fall through the cracks. I built this out to where they just don't fall through the cracks, period. Whether they attend or not, even if they don't attend, I've got a 365-day mail flow that they end up in. And so we at least keep in touch. But yeah, repetition, not changing it week after week after week, starting with something and then modifying it as you go. You will indeed learn what works, what doesn't work. And I think that's how a lot of us have been successful.
100% is we need to do the same thing and we need to make it better and better and better. Focus on what's working and keep building on that. So